Hi guys, and welcome back to the FPL Duo. We're back for another deadline stream, and this is the deadline stream for Matchday 6, which is the semi-finals. So I hope everyone is doing well. How you doing, Jordan? Everything good over on your side?
Yeah, everything's good. We're just minutes away now to finding out who is the first country in the finals of the World Cup. So it's going to be a very thrilling first semi-final, obviously in this match day, which I'm excited to watch later on after this deadline stream.
Yeah, we know Argentina are playing Croatia, so that should be good. We'll definitely be watching that in a sec, but we thought we'd do a little deadline stream and talk about the transfers we're going to make, who we're going to captain, and yeah, discuss all that. So let's bring up my team first. So yeah, guys, this is currently my team. I've got Martinez in goal, who's got a fixture against Croatia. We know Martinez is actually playing today. I'm gonna bring up the actual team. Actually, just gonna look at the lineup. I haven't actually looked at it properly. So bear with me for a sec. So yeah, Martinez does start in goal. Sorry. You got back four: Molina, Christian Romero, Otamendi, and Tagliafico. You've got Rodrigo de Paul in midfield, along with Enzo, Paredes, and McAllister. And then up front, you got Messi and Alvarez. So yeah, those are some Argentine players that you could be looking to bring in. Interestingly, no Lisandro Martinez. He's on the bench. Di Maria, who I was actually going to bring in for those that did watch my team selection video. Di Maria has been benched, so that means I'll have to have a change of plan. Maybe I take a punt on McAllister or Enzo Fernandez, someone like that instead, which looks like I'm gonna have to do because obviously Di Maria is not gonna play. So I will come on to my team in a sec. But yeah, as you guys can see, I've got a lot of players I've knocked out. I've got Hernandez, Otamendi who do play. But then I've got Guerrero who's going to get transferred out. I've got Saka, Fernandez, Paqueta all eliminated. So they're going to have to go in this deadline stream. Rabiot still in. Then up front, I've got Messi, Mbappe, and Richarlison, with Richarlison having to get moved. So what my current thinking plan was I was going to move Guerrero to someone like Hakimi. And I was going to move Saka to Tchouaméni. Maybe Fernandez to someone like Enzo Fernandez. So Bruno to Enzo. Keep Rabiot. I was going to move Paqueta out to someone like Perisic, maybe. I think I was going to go with Perisic. And then I was going to move Richarlison for Alvarez of Argentina, who does also start today. So all that to lock in. But yeah, we'll get to your team, Jordan, in a sec. Got Martin here. Martin Football. Can you send me the link to your league? Yeah, sure. If you look in the description below, there is a link, league code on the link in the description. Also, if you do want the league code, it is at the top right-hand corner of this video. It's at the top where it says LC. It stands for league code. So OJ67QFHW. So if you do want to join the league, top right-hand corner and in the description below. So yeah, if anyone's got any more comments as well, do drop them in below. We'll try our best to answer every single one of you. And yeah, Jordan, let's bring up your team and talk us through your plans. Again, for those that don't know.
Okay, so yeah, as you full well can see, I've got a lot of players that are eliminated in my team. So just on the top half, obviously, well, in general, the whole team, I won't have a starting 11 from the free transfers. So I'll just go through my team briefly. So I got Noppert, who's obviously eliminated. Netherlands are not in the competition anymore. So I've got a non-playing goalkeeper. It's the same with Alisson as well. He's on the bench. I'm not going to show the bench, obviously, because all players are eliminated off of it. So there's no real purpose to show it. So I'm just showing you the starting players on the on the team. Moving on to defense, I've got Theo Hernandez, the French defender who's got Morocco. Otamendi, who's got Croatia, who is confirmed in the lineup. Luke Shaw has been eliminated from the competition for England. The midfield, every player in the midfield has been eliminated. Paqueta for Brazil, Bellingham and Saka for England, and Bruno Fernandes for Portugal. Moving on to the forward players, we've got Messi, who's confirmed in the lineup as well, who's got Croatia and is the current captain. That might change depending on how many points Messi scores tonight to obviously another forward who plays the next day. Next, we've got Richarlison, who's also eliminated for Brazil. And finally, we've got Mbappe, who's got Morocco tomorrow. So at the moment, I do have 4 players that are still in the competition.
Sorry,
And
I was going to say your team isn't actually shared on the screen. You didn't share your screen. It's my team. So yeah, I'll just bring your team back on here. Yeah, you forgot to share the screen. Well, obviously, I usually do it, don't I? But yeah.
oh yeah,
Um.
sorry.
So yeah, sorry
Okay,
about that.
no, that's all. So yeah, as I've pretty much said, I've got 4 players that are still in the competition and 7 that are eliminated. So that does leave an issue because we only have 5 free transfers this match day. So I only have 9 players that I can actually have in my team and have 2 that obviously aren't available in these semi-final matches. So I am going to go with 9 players. I'm not going to take a hit to bring in 2 more, as for the transfer purposes, I'm only going for midfielders and attacking options. So to begin with, I'll probably say Richarlison. I'll probably swap him for Alvarez of Argentina. So I'd probably go double Argentina attack.
Okay.
Is Alvarez in the confirmed lineup?
Yeah. He's starting. Alvarez starts up top with Messi.
Okay, so yeah, he'll be the first transfer in as another option to go for in terms of the attack for Argentina. Moving on to the midfield options, obviously I'll be replacing Paqueta. This is ideally for Moroccan and Croatian players, but in terms of this is Croatia, I'll probably pick Perisic in for Paqueta as a option. For Bellingham and Saka, I'm going to go for 2 Moroccan players, which is Boufal and Ziyech. But obviously, I will do these transfers tomorrow for the Croatia and Morocco ones because we don't know who's going to play in that until the official lineup comes. And to fill the last spot in my 3 transfers for Fernandes, I'm trying to remember who I said I was going to pick. And
I think it was Di Maria you said, but he's not starting.
no, I don't think I chose Di Maria. I think it was. Oh, it was Rabiot.
Okay.
That was the 5th free transfer to use on Fernandes, was to bring Rabiot in, have triple France. So with those players selected, that obviously will give me a starting 9. I won't be taking a hit to bring in a goalkeeper because I don't
Okay.
think it'll be worth using a -3 to bring a goalkeeper in. And I also have one less defender, which is Luke Shaw. And as defenders scored last match day, didn't go at all well. So I think I'll go without a defender of 2. I'm happy with that. So I'm pretty much going for midfield slots and the forward slots filled up for my transfer plans.
Okay. Switching back to my team, I'm gonna make some moves. I think I may as well because I know what I want to do. So let's take out Richarlison. Obviously, he's eliminated, so transfer him out. I'm gonna go for forwards of. I'm bringing in Julian Alvarez. Sorry. So Alvarez comes in. He does start tonight against Croatia, so he's in the team. Let's remove Paqueta. Let's bring in another Argentine midfielder. I wanted Di Maria. Obviously, he's on the bench, so I'm probably going to go with either McAllister or Enzo. And I'm not sure who to go with here, really. Do I go with McAllister, who's a million more? I mean, I've got the money, but siding towards Enzo, so I think I'll just put Enzo in there for now. Fernandez has to go. I want to bring in a player for Croatia. So Perisic, possibly, who's got Argentina. Obviously, he plays tonight. Let's remove Guerrero for a Morocco defender. I like the look of Hakimi because I do want some Morocco cover. Obviously, I don't have any of their players, so it'd be nice to have one in case they do go through. And also, as you know, in the third place playoff as well, there's another fixture. So either way, it's good to have some players from that game. That leaves me with one free transfer, and all I need to take care of here is Saka, who I will also transfer out. That leaves me with 12.5 million, and I'd want a French player, probably. And like I said, there's not many options here, so the only one that starts that I don't have, obviously, I've got Rabiot. Tchouameni is the only other one I can go for. He's 6.5. That leaves me with 6 million in the bank. So yeah, a lot of money. I mean, I could go for Giroud instead of Alvarez, but I think I want Alvarez for this game. So yeah, Martinez, Hernandez, Otamendi, Hakimi, Tchouameni, Perisic, Rabiot, Fernandez, Messi, Mbappe, and Alvarez. That is currently what I'm thinking of going for as my 5 transfers. That will leave me with 11 to play. Obviously, that would give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Argentina. So maybe I'm going quite heavy on Argentina. If they lose, then I could be screwed. So hopefully I need them to go through. That leaves me with 4 French. Hernandez, Tchouameni, Rabiot, and Mbappe. And 1 Morocco, 1 Croatia as well. So I think I'm quite happy with that in terms of balance. Maybe would have liked another French player in there, maybe a French defender, but I think I've got the 5 transfers. I think I'm going to make these moves. Is there anything else you'd want to consider, Jordan? Obviously, you've seen I've bought in Tchouameni, Rabiot, Enzo or McAllister for you if you had to pick between Enzo and McAllister. Who would you go for? They're both starting.
If I had to pick, I'd probably pick maybe Fernandez over McAllister. I don't know, Fernandez may look slightly more better than McAllister does, especially in the last match day. But if I had to pick country-wise what player, I'd probably go for just in case, a Moroccan midfielder, just to spread out the countries a bit, just because of if Argentina are to lose, that's pretty much 5 Argentina players knocked
5.
out. And lessons learned from last time when I had Dutch and obviously Argentinian players that didn't perform, and
Brazil as well.
In Brazil, it's not ideal to go for many for a nation, even though you can now, just because there's not enough transfers to make up for in case that favourite country is eliminated and cause a headache, which I'm currently in.
I mean, we will do our score predictions as well, regards to Argentina, Croatia. What can happen in that game? I do think it'll be a tight one. Like, it'll be a tough game for Argentina. I don't expect them to, to walk through Croatia at all. But yeah, I've gone with 5 potentially here playing. Maybe that's too much. I don't know. But yeah, the only other Moroccan player I could potentially bring in Ziyech, instead of Tchouameni. Ziyech is probably more exciting than Tchouameni as a pick. Yeah, I'm not 100% keen on the Tchouameni move. I could change the Tchouameni transfer. Tchouameni doesn't really get many goals. I know he got a goal against England, but that was a long-range effort. Maybe I could just avoid Tchouameni for someone like where's Morocco, and go for Hakim Ziyech, who he has been performing very well this tournament, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I think Ziyech over Tchouameni is probably the way I'll go. Maybe that's the only one I'm not sure on. Let's take him back out. Let's get Ziyech in.
Is Ziyech on penalties for Morocco?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. If anyone lets us know in the
that could be really
chat.
good if he is for a midfielder to score a penalty. That's a lot of points.
I think this looks pretty good actually. The what I've got currently: Martinez, Hernandez, Otamendi, Hakimi, Ziyech, Perisic, Rabiot, Fernandez, Messi, Mbappe, Alvarez. I like that more. I think without Tchouaméni. Um, yeah, maybe if Messi does get knocked out, I'll take Messi out for like a Griezmann or something like that if France do go to the final. But yeah, would you go Ziyech as well over Ziyech over Tchouaméni?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he was pretty lucky, I think, to get that goal where Pickford didn't really see it because there was a player blocking him, and especially from the long range effort for him, that's the first thing I've actually seen him do in the team. That other than that, I haven't really noticed him on the pitch for France. Not really a goal scorer.
Yeah, in FPL in fantasy sense, yeah.
Yeah, not
Goals and
more.
assists.
Yeah, and I'll probably see Ziyech having more high scoring game than he potentially would have, even though they're against each other. But I think maybe Morocco's underlooked over France players like him.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, well, I'm going to include Ziyech in for now. I could also swap it out for another French midfielder. Like I said, the Tchouaméni is the only other one I could really go for because I've got Rabiot and everyone else is a forward. Let's look anyway on here. So Argentina's midfielders, you got Di Maria's not starting. McAllister, we've spoke about. Enzo Fernandez, I've got him into my team. Rodrigo de Paul, you could go for him, but he's cheap and he hasn't also lit the tournament up. Leandro Paredes is starting tonight. He's cheap at 4.5 million. Looking at next team, we've got Croatia, Modric. You could go for Modric potentially. I mean, he's not scored in the tournament so far, so I wouldn't really go there. Perisic, he did score, I believe, against Canada. Sorry, he got 2 assists against Canada. Other than that, he also got a goal against Japan. So Perisic is probably the best option for Croatia in that midfield. Kovacic, maybe not. Brozovic. So yeah, Croatia I don't really fancy some of their players other than Perisic. Who else we got to talk? We spoke about France, haven't we, as well? Obviously, Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the only one that start because obviously Griezmann's a forward. And then it was the last team, Morocco. I mean, Ziyech is a good pick. Boufal could be a nice pick. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Ziyech over Tchouaméni. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see a few more comments. Alex says, I've backed Croatia, clean sheet, and going Giroud, Mbappe, Dembele as my forwards. That's an interesting tactic.
Triple France.
Hey, Alvarez or Giroud, Fernandez or Ziyech. Interesting because obviously I'm in a similar boat to you. I've gone Alvarez over Giroud, but I think it's a coin toss. I still think Giroud is a great pick. You could go Giroud. I've just slightly leaned towards Alvarez because I expect Argentina to do quite well against Croatia. But you never know. But yeah, Giroud, either one is a good pick. I've gone Alvarez and Fernandez, Ziyech. I'm assuming you mean Enzo Fernandez. I would say Enzo as well. What about you, Jordan?
I'll probably say Alvarez over Giroud. I'm just thinking in that Croatia game, obviously they're going to be more focused on Messi, so maybe Alvarez becomes more of an option to go for because, as we saw with England and France, when Mbappe was the threat, England players were all over him and he wasn't able to do much in that game. I'm kind of thinking the same for Croatia. Maybe Messi is controlled by 2 or 3 Croatian players in that game and maybe won't have it very easy for him to actually get a goal or whatnot. So I'm going to pick Alvarez as a second option for that. Between Fernandez and Ziyech, I think that's pretty easy pick. I'll go Ziyech just because he looks more exciting, and also Morocco are going to look exciting against France in that game. I'm quite intrigued to know what Morocco do in that and see what Ziyech does as well in particular, especially if he's on penalties too. Because if France concede a penalty, which they did to England twice, potentially 4 times if you want to throw in conspiracies over that game. But if Ziyech taking penalties, then and he's a midfielder, that's a lot of points involved in that. And on the other hand, Fernandez is not on penalties. Not really seen much of Fernandez in terms of returns in match days, but he is a good game player for Argentina. But I would probably pick Ziyech.
Yeah, looking at Enzo, he got 7 points against Mexico. Obviously, he scored against Mexico. He also, I believe, got an assist against Poland, which is nice, and he got 1 point for the clean sheet. But yeah, so 2 returns so far for Enzo. I think he's good at 6 million as well, so fairly cheap as well. But yeah, I like Enzo for sure. Big nose, a nice name. Fernandez or Rabio. He's saying I'm going Fernandez. I think you gotta go Fernandez. Alex, Modric is a big game player though. Yeah, Modric is definitely a big game player. The way he's performing so far in the World Cup defies his age at 37. He's still doing it, so you can't ever write Modric off. Definitely, and yeah, but he's not really scored many goals, has he? I don't think he's scored yet, but I still think he's a good pick.
Yeah,
To have.
he's been a great player for Croatia. He just hasn't had any returns from the World Cup, but he's been a lot involved in the team, which is a bit weird. He's had most involvements, but hasn't managed to get any like assists or goals from his involvements.
Yeah. So I'm gonna actually confirm my transfers in because I might as well. There's only like 25, 30 minutes left. Sorry, 30 minutes left before the deadline. So I'm gonna just do my transfers now. So confirm. So yeah, Richarlison out for Alvarez, Paqueta out for Enzo, Bruno Fernandes out for Perisic, Guerrero out for Hakimi, and Saka out for Ziyech. So those are the 5 transfers. Hit that confirm button. That's done. Messi is my captain. Confirm that. And yeah, that's the team, guys. I'm locked in now. I've done my 5 transfers as well. And yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna read a few more comments that I missed as well. Avish D says, "Is it worth a -6 to get a starting 11?" I'll let you answer that, Jordan, and bring up to your team as well. And you might as well start doing your transfers as well because if you know what you're gonna do, then you may as well do it.
Yeah. A -6 worth to get a starting 11. Personally, I don't think it is, but it does depend on what players you do bring in as well. If it is like defenders and goalkeepers, then I don't think a -3 or 6 is worth it because defenders won't get many points as we don't expect many clean sheets. Bearing in mind now, a clean sheet is 120 minutes, not just a full 90 now.
Yeah.
So it's even more unlikely chance there will be a clean sheet for 120 minutes, even though a lot of
Yeah, I mean that's if we expect a lot of games to go to the distance. I mean, it could potentially happen as well with the way Croatia, Argentina actually play. That can easily go extra time.
Yeah, it could easily go because of the more minutes played. There's anything can happen. Maybe they score a goal, and then obviously the other team want to try and score one, and then it maybe finishes 1-1. Then obviously it goes to penalties after that. So then the clean sheet is wiped. So I wouldn't really spend it on if it's defenders or goalkeeper. On the other hand, if I was going to bring in attackers like I'm going to do and forward, then maybe it is worth taking a -3 at least, just in case maybe that player returns something. Like, for example, Ziyech. If he gets a penalty, for example, and he takes it, that alone, him scoring a goal, I think is worth 7 points for a midfielder. So for him to win one as well, I think it's an extra point. So there's a lot of points involved in that if Ziyech is a player you want to bring in for -3, who you think will be benefited from it if he does get, let's say, a penalty in that, because he'll get 8 points. So, Avish, you have to think about, do you think this player will get more points than your -6 is what I would say. if you want to have a starting 11. But personally, I would just roll with how many players you have remaining. Like I have only 9. I can't have a starting 11, so I'm just going to go with 9 players in my team because not everyone in this match day will have a full starting 11, and I think a -3 or 6 will just make my score worse and my rank.
Okay, so what are the moves you're planning on making? I'll let you confirm them, and then we'll start doing some predictions for the semi-final scores.
Okay, so the first move is obviously take out Richarlison, and we'll bring in Alvarez for Argentina. That will be my first transfer. My second transfer, taking out Paqueta and bringing in Perisic. And yeah, so that's 2 transfers made.
Yep.
And in terms of the players that play tonight, that is who I am bringing in. I'll show you who I'm bringing in from Morocco and obviously France, who play tomorrow, but I won't be confirming them until I know the lineup. But for Bellingham, I'm going to bring in, as we talked about, Ziyech for Morocco.
Yep.
And for Saka, we have Buffal, so another midfielder for Morocco. And the last transfer, which is Fernandez, I'm going to bring in the French midfielder, Rabiot. So those are going to be my 5 free transfers. I'll obviously be only making the 2 transfers on Perisic and Alvarez as they're confirmed in the lineup. I'm just being very careful because obviously I have only 9 players and I don't want someone to be surprisingly be benched if I don't know the team lineup is 100%. So I'm only going to bring in Perisic and Alvarez.
Yeah,
so
fair enough.
I'll just reset these other players and just confirm that, as I know they're both playing. So
I've already bought in Ziyech, to be fair. Well, hopefully he starts now.
Yeah, that's the thing. At least we don't have to worry now if we want to make a transfer during the match day on a player that we know is going to play before the game starts, which I kind of prefer. But yeah, Richarlison out for Alvarez and Paqueta out for Perisic. And I'm just going to confirm that. And that's done. So yeah.
Nice.
Perisic and Alvarez. And obviously Messi is captain.
And you've also got Otamendi playing as well tonight. So that's good.
Yeah, I don't know how to take that, if that's a good or bad thing, because he did get, I think, a -2 last game, match day. So I'd be interested to see what he does get in that game in terms of points.
Yeah, hopefully he can turn up along with Argentina. Only because of captain Modric at 17k, I want to try get top 5k. Yeah, I guess you've got to do something a bit crazy now to get into that top 5k. So could pay off if I, never know. I'm transferring in Giroud, Modric, Theo Hernandez, Enzo Fernandez, and Molina. Looks good. Nice moves. Giroud, Modric. I've got Theo as well. Yeah, I like it. El Padrino, welcome as always. Big up FPL Duo. Smash the like buttons. Yeah, guys, if you are still watching, if you are enjoying the content, as always, please do drop a like because it helps us out a lot. So please drop a like. And also, if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel as well. We're trying to get to 700 subscribers is the next target. So if we can hit that, if we can hit that before the end of the year, that would be amazing. But yeah, like and subscribe, guys.
Oh, also one more thing for my team. I'm going to switch to captaincy to Alvarez.
Oh, nice.
So there you go. that's all my plans now.
Nice. I like that. Obviously, a lot of people will probably go Messi, but I don't think it's a bad shot. I mean, I could even switch it to Alvarez. I have a feeling Alvarez might actually play really well today. I expect him to do well. So, yeah, interesting captain move. No one gets knocked out now. Anyways, the third place game counts, right? Yes, the third place game does count, but it is for match day 7 and not match day 6. So just bear that in mind, guys. The third place playoff. So the losers of this semi-final and the losers of tomorrow will play each other for third place, and but that counts as a match day 7 fixture, which is on Saturday, and the finals on Sunday. So yeah, it is a match day 7 that I think that is confirmed now. There was a bit of confusion with the website, but match day 7 now for third place playoff. So yeah, maybe it does make sense to have more Moroccan and Croatian players, because if they do play in that third place playoff game against each other, potentially, um, even Argentina, if they play in that third place playoff, it's a good avenue for points. But yeah, my transfers are all made. Just switching back to my team for those who have just joined, or if you've been watching, I've got Martinez in goal. I've got a back three of Hernandez, who's got Morocco. I've got Otamendi, who's got Croatia, and then Hakimi, who's got France. I've got midfield four of Ziyech, Perisic, Rabiot, and Enzo, and then the front three of Messi, Mbappe, and Alvarez. So that is the team. And yeah. Wait, you know we are on match day 6 now. Yeah, I'm aware we are on match day 6. It's just match day 7 I was talking about is the third place playoff game, and the final is match day 7. So there's two set of fixtures. But yeah, we also have to do some score predictions, don't we, for the games today? But
Yes.
Avish says your top 4 midfielders. Assuming you mean current in the game that we could bring in. Obviously, only 4 teams left. So I would say, who would you say are the best midfielders left?
I'd probably say Ziyech is one of them. Perisic for Croatia, and Rabiot for France has been really the best. And Argentina is a bit difficult because there ain't really, well, apart from Di Maria, but even Di Maria hasn't been that great.
I mean, he's benched, so
yeah, he's benched as well. And I don't know who I'd say is the last top 4 midfielder, because what's left is really Ziyech, Perisic, and Rabiot.
Yeah, El Padrino says the one on the screen, top 4. So basically my team. So I've got Ziyech, Perisic, Rabiot, and I've gone with Enzo. You could go McAllister. I think McAllister is also a very decent pick, but I've just gone Enzo instead of him. I mean, that could be either or. But yeah, there's not much left now, really, if we're being honest. So I think the 4 I have is fine. I think McAllister is fine. If you want to go Tchouaméni, it could be good as well. Modric over Perisic. I prefer Perisic just because he's playing further forward. And yeah, Ziyech, I still think is the best to go for Morocco. So I would say, yeah, it's a bit template, but there's not really much else, really, is there? Yeah, Adi says thoughts on Luka Modric. Yeah, as I said, brilliant player. Expect him to do well. He needs to have a good game if Croatia are to go far in this tournament, or go to the final, I should say. But I still prefer Perisic slightly, just because of that attacking potential he has. We know with playing at left wing pretty much. And I'd go with Perisic over Modric, but if you do go with Modric, I don't think it's a bad shout or anything like that at all. Alex says Di Maria. I mean, Di Maria, interestingly, would probably be one of my favorite player to have as a midfielder if he was playing today. But now he's benched. Yeah, I understand he could come on, but I don't want to take that risk either way. I mean, if it gets to 60 and he comes on, I mean, you could take that risk. You know, Di Maria is a top player for Argentina, but I don't think I'm going to go there, relying on him coming on.
I think with him coming on early as well, I think that's in case Croatia actually are winning, like scoring against Argentina. Then if they are struggling, then maybe Di Maria does come on for someone else. But if Argentina are in the lead, he might come on much more later in the game, if needed be.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Anyway, 25 minutes left. Let's quickly do some predictions, as always. Okay, only 2 fixtures to predict. One today, one tomorrow. Argentina, Croatia kick off on in 25 minutes. What are we saying, Jordan, for that one? What do you who goes through first, and give me a score prediction as well?
I think this will go down to penalties, and I think the score for it will be 1-1. And to win the penalties, I think will be Argentina.
1-1 in 90 minutes. Is that it, or 0-0, and then they score in extra time? So are you going? What are you going with?
1-1 in 90 minutes, and then Argentina win on penalties after extra time.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go with something similar to you. I'm gonna go with 0-0. I'm gonna go 0-0 after 120 minutes, and Argentina win on penalties. I can't. That's such a game that's hard to predict. I think I'm gonna go 0-0 and
Yeah.
be. I think it might be one of those. If it's not 0-0, it could even be 1-1. But I'm gonna try to be different and go 0-0, and then penalties
Yeah,
for Argentina.
because it most likely is going to be a draw. We've seen a lot of match days where teams have not really risked anything as much. Like, and if they did risk something and then they went conceding, the other team would instantly soon score a goal to level it out again, and then it goes
Mm.
back to neutral sort of a strategy between the countries until they get to the penalty stage. So yeah, I think it's going to be a draw. It just depends on what the score is, I think, for that.
Yeah, guys, let us know your predictions in the comments. Argentina, Croatia. Who do you think's gonna win? Who's gonna go through? Sorry, to the final, and also give us a little prediction in terms of how the game's gonna play out. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a penalty shootout win for Argentina after a 0-0. And let's move on to France and Morocco now. That fixture is played tomorrow, 7 o'clock as well. Yeah, what are we saying for France, Morocco? How do you expect that to go? What do you think will happen? Who goes through?
I'm kind of hoping that France don't just blitz Morocco like 4-0 or something, because that would just be not such a great game. I kind of want it to be like a
I don't
tight one.
expect that to happen, to be fair.
No, I don't expect it. It'd just be a shame if it does happen, because I think France would be hated for that, because of obviously the way Morocco have been through this match, this World Cup. But if I had to give a prediction for that one, I'll probably say 0-0 at 90 minutes, and then 0-0 in extra time, and then Morocco win on penalties.
Morocco on penalties.
Yep.
That is, so you expect France to go out then?
Yeah, in a shocker of penalties.
Wow. Okay. I mean, so you're predicting both games to go to penalties, basically. So yeah, that's interesting. Look, I'd love Morocco to go through. But I'm gonna go with France to win it. I'm gonna go France 2-1. After extra time though, I think Morocco will take it to extra time. I'm gonna go 1-1 in 90 minutes, and then France to win it late on in 2-1 in extra time. Before it gets to penalties, I don't think this one will go to penalties. But yeah, that is my prediction. I'm gonna go 2-1 France after 120 played. And yeah, let us know what you guys think, because all some predictions coming in. Elliot says 1-0 Argentina. He's going 0-0 France, Morocco as well, and Morocco to win it in extra time. Alex says 3-1 France. I think if France score early, it could get ugly for Morocco, and Saiss, who has been solid, is injured. Yeah, we know with the Moroccan injuries, Saiss, Aguad, is he back? Mazraoui. That's 3 of their back 4, which is massive. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens in that sense. Amrabat should be fine, so he's playing well as well for Morocco, but we'll have to see. Going back to Addy's comment here, I've already got Perisic to balance my team. I want to get one more Croatian. Luka Modric preferred over Juranovic. Yeah, I'd probably go Luka Modric if I had to pick. But I do like Juranovic, the right back. He's a nice little tournament. He looks like a good player. I think he plays for Celtic as well. So yeah, he looks decent. I think there could be a big move for him in the future, the way he's playing. But yeah, I've liked what I've seen from him so far. But I'd go with Modric for second Croatian player. And yeah, if you guys got any more comments, do drop it in below. And also, as always, guys, please drop a like on the stream. It really helps. And subscribe as well to the channel if you can. That's pretty much both the predictions covered. Then yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we've got the final on Sunday, haven't we? And then Saturday is the what's it? The third place playoff, which should be good as well.
Yeah. So there's still a lot of football to come.
Yeah, a lot of football still. I mean, the Premier League is back as well soon for those that watch the Premier League and that have been tuning into our fantasy Premier League content as well. We'll be back, guys, in the swing of that. Literally this week we'll probably have a couple of videos out, so do stay tuned for that as well. Addy said, thanks guys, love you stream and videos. Thank you, Addy, that means a lot to us. I appreciate those kind words, and yeah, thank you for that. Chief, Morocco for the win, come on. Yeah, I mean, I'd love Morocco to go through. They've been like they've been the story of the tournament so far. Like, no one expected Morocco to do this, at this stage, to get to where they are, is brilliant for the African nation and also Arabs across the world. So yeah, brilliant for them, and hopefully they could go one further. Alex says, quick one, Salah or De Bruyne for FPL. I know we haven't played FPL for a while now, it feels, but quickly I'll answer it. I'll probably say slightly right now I'm siding with De Bruyne.
Yeah, I'll probably say De Bruyne too, in terms of that option.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, did I miss anything else? I want to see just very quickly Croatia's lineup as well, because I feel like I didn't read it out. So they've got Livakovic in goal. I hope I said that. They've got Juranovic right back, Dejan Lovren centre back along with Vardiol, Sosa left back, Modric, Brozovic, Kovacic in midfield, and then up front they've gone with Pasalic, Kramaric, and Perisic. So have anyone thought about any Croatian forwards? I mean, I know we've got Perisic, both of us are getting him in. Kramaric or Pasalic? Anyone? If they've considered? I mean, I haven't personally, but never know. Kramaric could be a decent shout on the counter attack, but that is the worry with Croatia. They do lack that forward, that number 9, really.
Yeah. I'll probably hope for whoever's penalty taker for Croatia. I'll probably hope to bring a player like that in.
I think it is.
I just think penalties are more likely than actual attacking goals in this World Cup now.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point, actually. I can't be seeing Lovren getting 2 World Cup finals and a CL final in 4 years. Yeah, Lovren, former Liverpool man. Obviously, I know of Lovren very well after watching him for a few years. But yeah, that would be interesting. Lovren. It might be another France. It might be another France Croatia final like last World Cup in 2018. We might get another one. I hope we don't.
No,
but
I hope so.
It could happen again.
That'd be like literally like a rerun of 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be in the same again, but Argentina, Morocco, they'll have something to say in that as well. So yeah, we've not got long left now, 15 minutes before the deadline. If anyone's got any other questions as well, it can be also non-FPL or non-fantasy football related. If you want to ask us a few questions, we'll be happy to answer them as well, because usually we don't really get much time to answer your questions. So if anyone's got anything related to other things other than fantasy football, also football related, general football, we don't mind to answer your questions. Yeah. Where was I, Jordan? I was on about yeah, it could be the same final again. Morocco against France and Croatia.
Yeah, hopefully not Let's hope it goes the opposite way.
Who are you
But
rooting for to win it anyway? Now, like, who do you think wins it?
I bet everyone's on the Moroccan team now to win it. I think
Yeah, that would be.
Croatia, France, Argentina, like, yeah, they've come close or won it, but Morocco, on the other hand, have even come close once to this World Cup. It's the first for them to even reach semi-finals, the quarterfinals, even in the
Yeah.
round of 16. First African country too. It would be massive for them to win it in the World Cup.
Oh yeah, definitely. That would be crazy. But yeah, I mean, I still think France will win it. You know, if I had to pick a team right now, I would probably say France ahead of Argentina. Obviously, Argentina have a lot of narratives in their way as well with Messi. Messi's last World Cup being so important for him. I do see that one as a obviously a lot of people are supporting Argentina as well because of Messi. But yeah, for me, I think France still win it, but that would be a bit mad as well, winning back to back tournaments, back to back World Cups, I should say. Um,
I don't know if France have it in them to win it. I think they're getting slightly deflated each round now,
mm.
and I think the final they may just lose it if they are to win the semis.
the thing the thing I would say about France so far, they're winning games in second and third gear against England. I don't believe they were great. I think they were probably in second or third gear. Yet they still won. I know England probably was a better team, but for me, that shows the mark of a good team. That if you can win when you're not playing great and get away with it. So when you play well, when France play well, when Mbappe's on it, they're gonna win. And if they can get results when they're not playing well, then I think yeah, it bodes well for me. France still look the most complete, even though that England game, you know, England should have probably won that one on another day if Harry Kane scores that. You never know. Wow, us undermining Morocco. No, I'm definitely not undermining Morocco. I think Morocco have been amazing. The only thing is they've got those injuries in defense, and I worry about whether Morocco can. If those guys are out, Mazraoui, um, who else was it? Saiss and Aguad. That's a big blow. I slightly worry for them. But the centre back that came in for them, I forgot his name. He did really well when he came on, and also the left back, Atik Allah or something. I think his name is. So he did decent. So we'll have to see. But yeah, I'd love Morocco to get to the final. But France is not going to be easy, as we saw as England saw. Um, France somehow have that knowledge in tournament football to get through those moments. And yeah, whatever happens, I'm sure it'll be a good game between France and Morocco. I'd love a penalty shootout, maybe Morocco to go through somehow on there because they did knock out Spain and Portugal, so you can't undermine Morocco.
Yes, especially with their goalkeeper. We can't forget Bonu. He plays for Real
Yeah.
Madrid. So
Oh no,
he's
Sevilla.
Sevilla. He's one of the best goalkeepers in terms of that in that league for
Yeah, I mean he was
Morocco.
goalie of the. I think he was voted the best goalie of last season in La Liga, in the Spanish league. So he does look really good, if I'm honest. Bono playing well. Looks like a decent goalkeeper. And we know Morocco have a few decent players. Also, we'll have to see with regards to did they have any forward injuries, etc. I think there was one forward. Did he go off or something?
I think he went off, but I don't think he was injured
I know
related.
they got a red card to one of their
Oh yeah,
players.
yeah. That was a very weird red card though.
Yeah.
If
Yeah, that wasn't
uh,
a red, I don't
no, that
think.
was not a red at all. And I'm not sure what these referees have been taught in this World Cup, but it's definitely not refereeing we see in obviously Premier League by
Yeah.
margins. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Chiefs complaining about the ref against England. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think it was a foul for Saka's goal. You know, sorry, when Saka got fouled for France's first goal, I do believe that was a foul on Saka. So obviously, it should have been stopped. But you know, the foul for Kane for
Oh yes,
on who was it on? Upamecano fouled Kane, didn't he, on the heart on the near
yeah,
the box edge of the box? I think that was outside the box, so I think that was a free kick anyway. So
yeah. At
I think
least
that
a
was a
free
free
kick.
kick. Yeah. should have been a free kick. And the Saka one, before France scored their first goal, I really the referee should have took it back. So, but then either way, England got two penalty kicks, and we missed one. We scored one. So, can we just put it on the ref? I don't know.
I mean, you put some of his decision making on him, as it was poor, and also on VAR for not really looking at some of the errors as well, misdirecting errors, especially that Saka one, Harry Kane one. Or at least Harry Kane could have got a free kick, even though it could have been a potential penalty. But nothing was looked at or said.
Yeah, I think that looked outside the box, if I'm honest. But yeah, I understand the referee wasn't great on that day, especially for that first goal. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap the stream up here, guys. I mean, the game kicks off in under 10 minutes, so we'll probably wrap it up unless anyone's got any more questions to ask us. We're pretty locked in. And yeah, we're just going to go chill now and get ready for the game. Anyone else got any questions, drop them in below. And then, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Also, guys, please don't forget to drop a like on the video if you did enjoy. Smash the subscribe button as well. Get us to 700 subscribers. Also, got to plug the Twitter, the FPL Duo on Twitter. Follow us on there for updates. And, if you want to talk to us on there, and it's the best way to probably contact us. Also, the league code is in the top right-hand corner. And it's in the link in the description. So join the Fantasy League for the World Cup and see if you can win it. And that's it from us, I think, for today. I'm going to take this off the screen. And anything else you'd like to add, Jordan, before we do wrap it up?
I hope everyone enjoys the first semi-final game tonight. Obviously, it's going to be a thrilling one, probably a long, extensive one. if it's to be like a 0-0 or 1-1 or a draw, hopefully whoever wins, though, they'll obviously make it a good final, depending on who goes through in the next semi-final tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. That's it from us, guys. I hope everyone enjoys the football today and tomorrow. As always, we'll be back again tomorrow, straight after the France-Morocco game. So we'll be streaming at 9:30 to react to Matchday 6. So do join us for the knee-jerk live reaction stream tomorrow. And then, we'll be back to making videos for the final as well. But do stay tuned on our Twitter, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when we go live. But that's it from the FPL Duo. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy and see you guys soon. Peace out.
See you guys tomorrow and take care.